Well, tell us about that. It was a gritty effort. It looked like Princess Grace might have poked her head in front.
Yeah, she did. Princess Grace got a neck in front of her, but fortunately, Miguel Mena used to ride this filly, and he always did a really good job with her. He'd always kind of stay out of her way, and just even down the lane, he'd never whip on her a whole lot and just let her do her things. And that was kind of what my plan was today. Just go out there and ride her just like Miguel would have. And it's an honor to be able to let her show up like she did, and she ran a gritty race, like you said.
Absolutely.
Did you know she was going this fast? Did you know?
You know what? She's the type of filly that it doesn't matter. You don't even worry about how fast you're going, because if you try to slow her down at any point, you're just getting in her way. She's even like that in the morning. She's really, really aggressive. And even like Al said, he doesn't put a whole lot of equipment on her head, because she just kind of fights with everything. So she's the type of filly you just get her out there and leave her alone, and that's what we did today. We let her show her talent, and she was lucky enough to get the job.
She's a really outstanding mare. I mean, she's stakes placed at everywhere from 6 furlongs to 12 furlongs, and she needed we were trying this year, we brought her back as a 6-year-old intentionally to try to get her grade 1 placed. We probably didn't dream we'd win a grade 1, but today set up kind of for her. It was a shorter field, rail was out, she's a speedy horse, and as you can see, she fights, and so she came back and won that. So really a crowning accomplishment on a great career she's had.
And Paul, now Al was saying after that he didn't think she's Breeders' Cup nominated. Is she? Or?
That is one thing. She's not nominated, and so this will probably present a heck of a decision for us. But for right now, we'll just enjoy this. But there's still some other options for her, even if we don't go that path. And then after this season, she'll be done, and I think she's one that I'm going to keep, breed to her.
Sire nomination, right? You nominate the sire.
Yeah, she was a German-bred, and she was not nominated, so she was a private purchase at the tail end of her 2-year-old year, so she was not eligible. And we even thought about it last year. There was an opportunity because she'd won a distance race in the summer, but we didn't think she was quite up to it. And it's an expensive nomination, if you don't do it when they're young.
I know she's barely to the spit box, but she's run very well the last couple of years at Kentucky Downs. If she runs at Kentucky Downs in that mile race, it becomes $1 million race.
That's right.
Of course, she races for $550. It's still $550.
You know what? I've left a lot of money on the table down at Kentucky Downs with her, because she's run 2 really good races down there, and we haven't been able to run for the KTDF supplements. But for her, both of them were really important races for her, race record, and it's still, even without it, it's great money, and she really likes that course.
That's how she runs. I like the one hole. We like the rail out at whatever feet it is, 18, 20 feet, and I was happy to see her break on her toes, and Brian put her to sleep down the backside. Her ears were pricking back and forth. She's actually given the bridle back to us a little bit more this year than she has in the past, which seems to be helping her. She was kind of tough, and remember last time we ran the Kirtana, she was 25 lengths in front. She's not super kind, but she's quite a bit more kind than she was, last year. So let's keep her in training, her 6-year-old year, and let's take some shots. She's got all kind of graded placings and a graded stakes win. And that's why we ran the Diana, and races like this, when it came up this way in our own backyard, I said maybe this is meant to be, because we're just looking to take some shots to puff up her resume.
And now, take me through your thought process. Obviously, we haven't had a race on the grass here in 2 months, so there was a little bit of uncertainty with these races, and they obviously canceled a couple of the other ones.
Right.
But take me through your thought process of leading up to this race.
Well, this mare is Hickory. She's the German-bred. I mean, the rougher the course is, the better she is. This is just the perfect confluence of events for us to win a grade 1. The course didn't matter at all to us. If it's firm, she's fine. If it's knee deep, she's fine. She's proven that to us on multiple occasions. So we weren't worried about the grass. We're actually kind of happy that there was a big question mark on the surface.
The fact that she can get out, close to her on the lead, is that going to be helpful on a surface like this?
Well, if the other horses are back there, Mike Smith told me years ago on a course that's got some give to it, all the horses kind of stumble and fall a little bit. It's whoever can pick themselves up the better. No one really goes over the top of it. So she gets in and out of it quite nice, obviously. Maybe some of the other ones were, struggling a little bit more. But I remember him telling me that, I can't tell how many years ago, but that's resonated with me from that day.
So what do you say, Al, if Paul says to you, do you think I should nominate to the Breeders' Cup? What's your inclination?
I would say it's your money.
I mean, first time, 1 1/8. Looked like maybe got her, but she ran her heart out. She could not have been any gamer. I'm thrilled with the effort. Wish we could have won, but not meant to be. Yeah.